4. Protein. Proteins come from Greek proteos, which means the most important. Inferior to water, proteins are an organic compound which is the second most found in cells and tissue of living organisms. In the human body, protein are about 1 of 7 to the body weight. Proteins help the growth and repairing the damaged cells. Many types of proteins are biocatalyst enzymes which help control chemical reactions. Some control the organic system to work properly. In case of energy shortage from carbohydrates and fat, our body can get energy from proteins. There are proteins more than 50% of the body weight. Foods that have lots of proteins are meat, egg, milk, and all kinds of beans. When proteins are digested, they give about 4 kilocalories of energy. When we consume proteins, our bodies will digest it to the smallest particles which can easily use, called amino acid. Each molecule of an amino acid is a compound of 4 elements, which are hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, and nitrogen, combined in a peptide bond. Some amino acids contain sulfur and phosphorus. There are about 20 kinds of amino acid which are found in plants and animals. However, we classify amino acids into 2 groups as follows. 1. Essential amino acid. Our body cannot synthesize some amino acids, and the amount of the ones it can are not enough for the body's need. As a result, we need to get them from food. They help repair damaged parts of the body. There are 8 kinds of amino acids in this group. 1. Leucine. 2. Isoleucine. 3. Lysine. 4. Methionine. 5. Phenylalanine. 6. Threonine. 7. Tryptophan. 8. Valine. For children, 1 more is needed. That is, histidine. 2. Non-essential amino acid. Our body can synthesize these from other organic compounds such as alanine, arginine, cysteine, proline, and tyrosine. 2 kinds of protein sources are as follows. 1. Proteins from animals. These have all of the amino acids we need. We call them complete proteins. Proteins from milk and egg are regarded as the most highly needed in nutrition because of their completeness in essential amino acid. 2. Proteins from plants. These are regarded as incomplete proteins, which may lack 1 or more kinds of essential amino acid, such as corn, which has less tryptophan and lysine, rice, which lacks lysine and threonine, wheat, which lacks lysine. Except protein from soybean and other oil gene, beans have all essential amino acids. Types of proteins. According to the functions, proteins are classified as follows. 1. Transport proteins. The transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide, such as hemoglobin in red blood corpuscle. 2. Enzyme proteins. Will manage the chemical reaction such as the breathing process, protein synthesizing process, and digestion process. 3. Structural proteins. Form the structural features such as collagen of the relative tissues. 4. Storage proteins. Collect food to be ready for use. 5. Contractile proteins. Which is in the muscle cell, they are myosin and actin. 6. Protective proteins. Act as an immunity. 7. Toxin proteins. Function as a toxic substance such as snake venom, diphtheria toxin, and cholera toxin. Roles and the importances of proteins. 1. It is an essentially nutritional food to maintain a healthy body. It helps stimulate the excretion of growth hormones that carbohydrate and fat cannot replace because they do not have nitrogen compounded. 2. It helps build our body strength, repair the damaged tissue, strengthen and tighten the muscles and tendons, and reduces the accumulated fat in our body. 3. It helps maintain the water balance condition in cells and blood vessels. In case of the shortage of proteins, water will sneak out of the cells and blood vessels, which may cause the edema. 4. It helps moisturize the skin, protecting the damages from appearing earlier than their time. Help growing the efficiency of brain, brightening our thoughts, having a good sense of humor, and being cheerful. 5. It helps transport the chemical in the blood such as oxygen transportation. 6. It is one of the compounds that helps control the system in our body. Some of the amino acids will participate in synthesizing hormones, enzymes, and help immunity to work properly. 7. It helps balance the acid-base condition because the amino acid have two different conditions. One is carboxyl, which is acid, and the other is base. Both of them are important for chemical reaction. 8. 1 gram of proteins will give 4 kilocalories of energy, but if our body has already got enough energy from carbohydrates and fats, it will reserve proteins for other functions. Conclusion. 1. Biomolecules are an organic compound of living organisms which are mainly carbon and hydrogen. According to their compound molecules, biomolecules are classified into 3 groups as follows. 1. Carbohydrate. 2. Proteins. 3. Lipid. 2. Carbohydrates are mainly compounds of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, with the atom ratio as of hydrogen to oxygen equals 2 to 1, such as 3 carbons, 6 hydrogens, 3 oxygens, 6 carbons, 12 hydrogens, 6 oxygens, and 6 carbons, 10 hydrogens, 5 oxygens. Mostly found in cereals and roots plants. 3. Carbohydrates, according to their structural features, are classified into 3 groups as follows. 1. Monosaccharide or simple sugar. 2. Disaccharide or double sugar. 3. Polysaccharide or multiple sugar.